Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Back to Walker on first down to about the 40-yard line. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Sticking with Walker on second down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And going right back to Walker. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Miami defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And this is a game where you don't envy a defensive coordinator. This is what you have to game plan against all week. This offense is #1 in the NFL in passing, and they're clicking here early as they get a completion there for a first down.
On first down, Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Take right open. Choose the mic all day. Mike 2.
They go play action with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Jaguars at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Choose the mic. Watch the slant.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. That is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 8. Slot man moves right. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On play action, here's Tua on the move to his left. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And Walker once more. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Here now, 2nd and 4. Up the middle, here's Walker. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
Go, let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd down and 8. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa rolling to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Grant Calcaterra, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards. And the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Man open, here is Jones. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Choose the mic. Take right open. Mike 2. You must be getting tired of seeing me. He's coming.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Flush to his right. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
This is caught. It's Kirk. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, kill. 41 Mike.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Steps away. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Zay Jones.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Done good with the extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And he's got his man on the out route.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Jump. Check. First down. Mike, two. Watch two.
On second down, here's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
He'll look to throw.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Let's go.
Here's Lawrence.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jaguars are back within a score. Now done for the extra point.
It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
You go tight. You got tight. Think right. Mike 2. Here we go. Mike 2. Watch 2. It's our field.
Lawrence will throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Again, it's Walker. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. On second down, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, here's Walker. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. Fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Here's Walker. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ken Walker, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Christian Wilkins picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. Now Lawrence on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Now done for the extra point.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Jaguars are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. Now ETN to start the drive.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check back 12. Back 12.
Now Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Mike 12. Mike 12. Get that quarterback. And on. Shoot, shoot. Switch, switch, switch.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
ETN up the middle. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
3 down, 3 easy. Read a 44. Read a 44. Check 4. Check 4. Check, check, check. Hatchet. Hatchet. Motion, motion. 11, 11. Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. Gotta do better.
Back to throw. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes 2nd down and 5.
Choose the mark. Check, 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 check. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Bank 13 heavy. Watch the way. Sink right. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check safety, check safety.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And he stopped immediately there.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Got the me, it's me.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Now down for the extra point.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. One final try for Tagovailoa. Out to his left. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.